Celebrating 30 years in business, Linton's Enchanted Gardens with all kinds of great outdoor design ideas for you and super savings. Right here with Mark Linton. Stay tuned.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. A world full of color and inspiration, beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on awesome annuals, only $9.99 per flat. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Well, welcome to the program. We've got some exciting things for you here today from Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. And with me, as always, Mark Linton. Mark, good to see you this morning.
Good morning, Craig.
It's a beautiful day, and I tell you what, the weather has been fantastic, and we're going to give some really great outdoor landscape design ideas later in the show. In fact, we're heading over to Mishawaka today, aren't we?
That's right. We just completed a landscape renovation over there. It's more of a older home in a historic neighborhood, and we've updated the look and breathed some new life into it, and excited to share kind of the final reveal.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. Well, speaking of fun, we're really going to have a great time later this week. In fact, on Thursday night, Mark, you put together a spectacular event that goes well beyond plants and bushes.
That's right. This is for the ladies, and it's ladies' night only. It's going to be Thursday evening, April 19th, and it's from 4 p.m. until 9 p.m. And the star attraction of this event is Vera Bradley's daughter, Joan, is flying in here from Texas, and she is going to be doing a purse signing.
And you don't necessarily have to have a Vera Bradley purse to have it signed. You can purchase one right here.
That's right. If you're a collector and you've got some Vera Bradley purses at home, we welcome you to bring those in, and she will sign those for you. And of course, it's a great opportunity to see all of our brand new designs for spring.
And with the ladies here, they're going to love the fact that Trillium will be here, Stevenson's is here, and others.
That's right. Stevenson's, known downtown Elkhart, they are going to be putting on a fashion show every hour. And then Trillium Salon, they're going to be here doing ambush makeovers, which will really be a lot of fun.
Lots of great things here, and you can save some money while you're at it. In fact, you can get a gift card here. First 20 people through, I guess, get a $25 discount, Mark.
That's right. We'll be passing out these gift cards, and they can be used towards any Vera Bradley purchases. We've also got wine and cheese tasting going on. It's really a great event for all the ladies. A lot of fun.
No, I'm not invited then, huh? Is what you're saying? No, ladies only.
Sorry, Craig, but just this time.
All right. Well, guys, we do have something for you. In fact, we're going to get right into it right now. This is what Mark calls the freebie sale here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. In fact, if you'd like to follow along online, Lintons.com. But some great ideas for spring planting. And besides that, Mark, some great discounts during the freebie sale.
Definitely, Craig. I'd like to start out here. This is a beautiful ornamental cherry tree. It is a Merlot European bird cherry, and I am 6 feet tall. This tree's got to be 10, 12 feet tall, and it's on sale. It's for our Green Thumb Savings Club members only, and this huge tree's only going to be $60. So, huge savings, half price this coming week.
Green Thumb Savings Club members. How can you be one of those?
Real easy, Craig. Basically, an annual membership costs only $20, and what that does is entitle you to a minimum savings of 10% off all of your purchases. And then we have special sales like this where you're going to receive 50% off.
Wow. It really pays, doesn't it?
It more than pays.
Yeah. What else here, Mark?
This is one of my personal favorites here. This is a Diablo 9 bark, prized for its beautiful burgundy bronze leaves and foliage. Later on in the season, it's going to have clusters of pink and a little bit of yellow in the flowers. A nice, taller, larger shrub, especially for up around your residence. If you've got a long expanse of a wall, a space in between, some windows where you could use some height and some width. This prefers kind of a sunnier location. And what I really like is the unusual exfoliating bark that you see on here, almost like a river birch tree, only a smaller version of this. And you put this shrub in front of a lighter colored house, like a white-sided or a tan-sided home, and these burgundy leaves will really pop and show up against there.
So the brilliant color along with the scale that you're talking about, two very important aspects of this particular product.
Most definitely. And what I like to do is pair it with something like this. This is a Anthony Waterer spirea here, and has more of kind of a lime green or goldish colored leaves. And you see some nice color contrast, but then the tips of the new growth, you get a repeat of this bronze burgundy color in the leaves and the foliage. And to create a layered look, of course, put this more towards the house's foundation, and then this in front, and the color combination is just beautiful. Where this is also going to be blooming in the summertime, large clusters of kind of a pinkish lavender colored flower. This is more of a dwarf type of spirea, very different than the old-fashioned spireas that got like 8-9 feet tall. This is only going to get to be about 3 feet in width and about the same in height.
So in terms of color, you get a couple of shows during the season, don't you?
Yes, you do. Not only from the leaves, but with the flowers as well.
Very good. What else, Mark?
Well, here in front of me is this is an emerald green arborvitae, and our emerald green arborvitaes are part of our freebie sale. It's buy one, get one free, so you're going to be actually getting 2 of these for only $9.99. And these make a really nice living fence or living wall if you're wanting to create some privacy. These are in the evergreen family, so it's going to provide 12 months of privacy for you, only getting to be about 3 to 4 feet in width.
Well, when you talk about these different kinds of plants and bushes and all kinds of covering for the outdoors, Mark, again, the thing that hits me right between the eyes is the fact that the maintenance is so minimal, you really don't have to worry about it much.
That's an important fact, Craig, and that's a trend that we see that is really growing. You know, people's lives, they're very busy, they've got a lot of commitments, sometimes overcommitted like myself, and so you really don't want to be a slave to your garden. And so the trend that we are seeing are low maintenance plants, things that don't require a lot of care, things that naturally shape themselves or just require occasional pruning.
I like that occasional pruning. If you'd like to find out more about what Mark's talking about, go to the website, lintons.com. This is the freebie sale. Lots of great value here, Mark, and we're only halfway through. What else for us? Well,
out here in front is one of my favorites for low light or shaded gardens. This is an astilbe, and beautiful fern-like types of leaves. This variety happens to be an amethyst astilbe, prized for its lavender type of flowers. Later on in the spring, you're going to get taller spikes of flowers just loaded with lavender flowers, and they will continue to bloom up through the summertime. Great for the low light conditions. It's always important to have the right plant for the right place. This is best for a shade garden.
Excellent. We're going to talk more about landscape design in the second half of the show, but these are great ideas for you right now at a special price.
Another dwarf evergreen here. This is a Hicks yew, also known as a columnar yew. Nice, beautiful, dark emerald green type of needles. Actually grows in full sun and grows in dense shade as well. Very low maintenance. It's columnar, it's upright, and so if you're needing a place where you need a little bit of height but not a lot of width, this would be an ideal selection for the area. The Hicks yews are buy one, get one free, so you're going to be getting actually 2 of these plants for only $9.99.
And it looks a little bit like a blue-green cast a bit to it.
It does, and what you're seeing here is the lighter color on the new growth at the ends of the branches.
All right, excellent, excellent.
And then out here in front, this is one of my wife's favorite flowers, and it's an iris, and these are beautiful bearded irises with the showy purple colored flowers. Make wonderful cut flowers to bring inside the house, can be used in a vase, grows in full sun, also can tolerate some partial shade. Our irises are buy two, get three free, and so huge savings. You're actually going to be getting 5 plants for only $23.97. So great deal on the irises. And behind here is another low maintenance type of plant, and this is a golden dwarf juniper. Nice for creating some bones to the landscape. The junipers only get to be about 2.5 feet in height, about 3 to 4 feet in width, and then during the warmer summer months it's going to have more of a brighter color cast to it. And then we've got little dwarf Hinoki cypress. This one happens to be a golden one. I really like this for its unusual branching and also its soft textures. The Hinoki cypress does well in sun, also will tolerate some shade. It's more columnar and upright, and because it's unique and special, really just like to have one in its own area so it really stands out.
What about moisture requirements? Does it require a lot?
Well, actually, it needs water, but it certainly doesn't like to be sitting in it. So just kind of average amount of moisture. The regular price on these, Craig, are $29.99, and with our freebie sale, you're going to buy one, get one free.
All right. Well, I don't really care sitting in water either, so I don't really have a problem with that.
In front here, this is one of our unusual type of potentillas. Potentillas, the most popular ones, bloom with yellow-colored flowers, and those are very popular. This is one of our new hybrids. It's called a tangerine potentilla, and it's got, actually, you see some of these starting to bud right now. It's got a tangerine or kind of a peachy orange-colored flower. It will start blooming in the springtime and then continue to bloom throughout the summer and into the fall, all the way up until frost.
Well, Mark, I know you've got a price on that, but that's really going to set your house apart from the rest. If this is a new hybrid, we haven't seen these colors around here probably, have we?
It is something new, unique, and different, and that's what really brings people here to our garden center to find things that they've not seen before. The tangerine potentilla, part of our freebie sale, buy one, get one free, so you're going to be getting 2 plants for only $19.99.
Mark Linton here on the Linton's Enchanted Gardens program, and we've got a couple more items here before we go into outdoor landscape design.
Craig, this is one of our mini hydrangeas. This is a PG hydrangea. These have huge softball size flowers, prized for their summer blooming qualities, nice for putting by a deck or a patio, kind of your outdoor living area where you're going to be during the summertime, and these get to be about 3 to 4 feet in height and about the same in width. And for our Green Thumb Savings Club members, these are half price, so this big plant's only going to be $6.50. So huge savings here.
On the freebie sale going on this week here at Linton's.
Now, the last item we want to feature here, this is one of our scarlet oaks. This is a beautiful shade tree, and, oh, Craig, what do you say, about 14, 15 feet tall?
Yeah, I'd say so, yep.
Okay. For our Green Thumb Savings Club members, this is half price for this week starting today, and they're going to be saving $75. So they get this tree for only $75.
Well, it's a look that's really unmatched in the area at prices that cannot be beat. Here at Linton's, a great location. In fact, this is a destination, as we've learned much more than just what you see here at Linton's. Find out more when you go to lintons.com, and we're going to be going over to Mishawaka here when we come back, so stay tuned for that. A nice outdoor display and some helpful hints when we return.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration, beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on awesome annuals, only $9.99 per flat. Visit lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
outdoor design is very important to homeowners, as you well know, I'm sure. And here to talk about outdoor design and landscape, Mark Linton, the expert when it comes to that here in our area. And Mark, you've done a beautiful job here on this home at 1826 Linden Avenue in Mishawaka, the home of Greg and Donna Fry. And they've been so gracious to allow us to come out here and kind of show everybody. They want to show off their property, don't they?
That's right, and we appreciate having the opportunity to work for the Frys and basically share what we can do here. So, and like to offer some tips, suggestions that the homeowner might be able to do this at their own home as well.
I think one of the keys here, and I think we'll see this as you explain what's happened, the Frys haven't overwhelmed people with the landscaping here. It's really delicately designed, and there's some breathing room in here, I noticed.
That's right, and what we had here before was actually just a complete opposite. It was kind of a very old-fashioned type of landscaping, and it dated the house, and the goal here was to update the house and create more of a modern, contemporary type of look and feel, and actually feel that we've achieved that. And sometimes less is more, and so things are spaced out. There's plenty of room for things to grow, and what we've done is actually follow the home's architecture here. And one of the challenges that we had are actually these windows behind me. They're up really high, but before we had a lot of wall space here, and so that's why we selected these dwarf burning bush, which are this lime green color, spring and summertime, but they come into their glory during the fall, turn fire engine red, and we're going to let them grow up so they're just about a foot below the base of these windows here.
That's going to be exciting, and you get the joy and certainly the enjoyment of the plants now, but the color later, I mean, that's icing on the cake, isn't it?
That's right, Craig. And what we've got here is we've got spring blooming, we've got summer blooming, we've got things like the burning bush that come into their glory in the fall, and then equally important, we've got evergreens. And evergreens don't have to be green. We've got the little dwarf blue spruce here, which is anchoring the corner of the home here.
As you like to call it, the bones, right?
Exactly. And just going to be blooming here in a few more weeks. We've got some knockout roses, and these are going to be blooming, going to be putting out over 2,000 blooms per season. These are low maintenance roses, and the yellow is going to be really nice color contrast in front of not only the burning bush, but in front of the house here. And we're expecting these, like to see them get to be about 2.5 feet in height and about the same in width. These will bloom nonstop, spring, summer, and fall.
Did you warn Donna about this? She's going to have her hands full of roses all year.
Actually, that makes her very, very happy.
Very good. Well, you mentioned something, Mark, earlier that really is a fantastic way of looking at what's happened here. The before picture did date the home. This home looks a lot newer now.
It does, and another thing that we did to accomplish that, we basically just had a row of shrubs. We created a nice layered look. We created some flow around here, not just a straight landscape bed. You can see the flow of the edging. And also, we've created an area here that Donna is going to be planting some annuals come this spring. About mid-May, the weather should be safe to plant annuals, and we're going to load this mass planting full of pink begonias. So a nice splash of color right here in front of me.
And Donna has her own little touch here involved. It's not only just, Linton's, it's her too.
You're right, Craig. This is something that she is going to plant seasonally every spring.
Very good. What else, Mark?
Well, right here behind me, this is a little dwarf topiary, and it's a dwarf hinoki cypress, and doesn't naturally grow this way. There's been work and care going into this to create these individual balls or branches, and this is strategically placed in between the two sets of windows here to break up this long expanse. Another thing is when the burning bush are losing their leaves during the winter time, again, we've got this here to anchor the foundation plantings.
Again, color and scale critical to what you've done here in this beautiful landscape design in Mishawaka. And you got to add some lower level plants and bushes.
You're right, Craig, and we selected these because these windows here are lower. This is a real nice dwarf, low maintenance type of evergreen. It's called a Linesville arborvitae. It's not your typical arborvitae. It's a threadleaf arborvitae, and real soft to the touch and soft textures. These pretty much naturally shape themselves just with occasional pruning, and they're going to maintain this globe shape or look.
Very good. Donna likes that, I'm sure. What else, Mark?
Then I've got a unusual type of cypress here, and I really like the variegation, which is quite unusual in a evergreen. This little dwarf conifer is prized for its white variegation, little tips of white coloration on here. Actually maintains this look 12 months out of the year. This is another one, Craig, that just grows a fraction of an inch, and so pretty much hands-off, no pruning necessary for it.
I did not see any boulders in that before shot. Were there any?
No, and we've got some ginormous boulders here, and what we've done is actually partially buried them so they look like they've just been here naturally, kind of unearthing themselves. And directly behind here is one of my favorite little dwarf landscape trees, and this is a red Japanese lace leaf maple, prized for its red burgundy colored leaves, and it maintains that color spring, summer, and fall.
Is there a better color, Mark, to put against this backdrop?
Definitely not. No, this will look awesome and provide seasonal color all throughout all the seasons.
Well, as we take it around the bend, some more great outdoor design by Linton's. You can find out more, folks, when you go to lintons.com.
And Craig, what we've got here, grass-like type of plants, they're actually in the lily family. They're called crocosmia, just now starting to peek up out of the ground. They're going to be blooming during the summertime, and they have orange spikes of flower, very exotic looking. They're actually going to be getting up to about 18-24 inches in height, so they come into their glory during the summertime. And then we also have a variegated ornamental grass here. This is a variegated liriope, and actually blooms with a true blue flower. Blue is a very unusual, rare color in the landscape, and during the summertime, this will have the blue spikes of flowers along with the gold leaves, blue and gold. We're in Notre Dame country here, so...
Very good. Well, you had some challenges here, Mark, and we'll talk about that. Maybe right now, this is a beautiful tree. I mean, you couldn't bring a tree in to look this beautiful. It's been here, obviously, but some roots kind of got in the way.
You're right, Craig. That was a big challenge and actually kind of surprised us here. Originally had planned on putting edging in here, but when we fired up our gas-powered trencher, it was like trying to cut through logs, and it basically was impossible. And even if we could have cut through there, it would have been just a matter of time that those tree roots would work that edging up out of the ground. So came up with a simple solution here. We've got stacked flagstone. It's very forgiving as those tree roots do come up. This will be flexible, and it's still a nice edge that you can mow up or use a line trimmer with. And because the light conditions here are much lower than what we've got up around the house, we've got some shade-loving plantings here. And right now you just start seeing some of these gold leaf hostas starting to pop up out of the bark mulch. And then for some winter interest, we've got a little dwarf. This is an English spreading yew, and it'll have a nice nice weeping branch structure to it and provide some winter interest as well.
How do you decide, Mark, what kind of mulch to use? Is this a homeowner's call, or do you give some suggestions?
Well, it's a little bit of both. Personally, I like the natural looking mulch. Mulch also provides a good benefit that it's not only helping retard weed growth, but it helps hold moisture as well. So there's a benefit to the plants, and also as it slowly breaks down, that adds organic materials to the soil.
Donna's going to have some more roses over here, I see.
You're right, Craig. And what we've got here is our pink flowering knockout roses, going to put out over 2,000 blooms per season. And then in front of it, we've got some black-eyed Susans, that will be blooming all throughout the summertime up until frost.
And the lamppost, that gives it a nice little, well, not bones exactly, but a little framing, right?
You're right. And what we did was, that was already there, and so we just called a little bit more attention to it, and you can see how all these curves just kind of work together and flow together well.
Yeah, very good. Well, just about done here with our tour, 1826 Linden Avenue in Mishawaka, a home that was not looking like this a few months ago.
No, major transformation here. This is a little dwarf patio tree, a little topiary. This is a blue star juniper patio tree. It is top grafted. It's got about a 12-15 inch tree trunk on it. Again, Craig, it just naturally shapes itself, very minimal pruning to it. And then we also have some perennial flowers here. These are some unusual variegated irises, prized for the green and white variegated leaves, and then later this spring they'll be blooming with purple bearded iris flowers. Just will be spectacular.
Well, every great landscape design deserves a beautiful looking dog peering out the front door. And Donna, I tell you, Maddie is one beautiful, beautiful dog.
Thanks a lot.
How is she taking to the new environment here? You just moved in a few months ago and you've got new landscaping. Is she doing okay?
She is. Yeah, she likes the outdoors, so she's doing great.
Well, Donna Fry is the homeowner, in case you haven't figured that out. And Donna, you and your husband, Greg, have done a wonderful job here. Of course, asking Linton's for the expert advice, and they nailed it, didn't they?
They did, yes. We know to ask the experts, and we'd heard a lot about Mark, so we called the Lintons, and they came out.
What do you like best about this, Donna?
I like that it's modern. We asked Mark for a modern garden. You know, the house is mid-50s, and it looked like it when we moved in, and so I wanted a modern garden. He gave it to us.
And mid-50s construction, probably that would be the thing that you didn't like the most about the home.
Well, we do enjoy the mid-50s, you know, just kind of a modern-looking house because I like the louvered windows and the shingled siding. So we were attracted to the house, and we knew we could make improvements to it.
What about the history? Is there some history here?
No, we've just moved in September. We've been here a little over 6 months, and so we didn't have an attachment to the hedges or anything that was existing here, so we were ready for a change.
Very good. Well, Mark, she's done a great job, along with your help, obviously. And you started a long time ago with some schematics as to what Donna and Greg would be experiencing, and it's pretty much turned out that way.
That's right, Craig. Actually, we got the call when there was still snow on the ground and started making plans or arrangements. And what we did was take detailed measurements of the house here, and we plotted it out on our CAD computer program. And all this is drawn to scale. 1 inch equals 10 feet, and so it's a representation of what we would install. And then we actually go through and hand color it so it depicts what the plants, trees, and shrubs are going to be doing, how they're going to be performing throughout the seasons.
Very good. And one last little item, a special little presentation. Mark expressing his gratitude to the Fries.
Thanks.
What do you think, Donna?
This is very nice, and I have Easter guests coming, so this is great. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Donna.
Thanks for the opportunity. We've enjoyed working for both you and your husband.